218.
How far is that away from the McDonald's?
I'll say about 2 minutes.
Now, Mr. Younger, is everything that we've discussed accurate?
No.
What's not accurate?
First of all, I was driving the car.
Well, that's not what you say in your answer.
I'm just saying, first of all, I was driving.
Just a second, that's not what you say in your answer. You say, I ran into a friend at the store who said she was interested in getting the Jeep. I let her drive it around the parking lot and she ended up causing the accident. You said it. These are your words. You want to look at what you signed?
No, I know what I have said, man.
You know what you signed, right? That's what you said.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you mean you were driving? Why were you lying here? Is there any reason you wanted to lie to me? I'm a nice person. Did I ever do anything to you? Why would you want to lie to me? I'm a judge. Look, judge. Why would you want to lie to me?
In the police report, they had that she was driving because she was getting out on my side.
You said she was driving. You told me she was driving. Here, right here. You want to read it?
No, ma'am.
All right. Is he still your boyfriend?
No.
On what date did this happen?
November the 18th.
Since November the 18th, have you gone out for dinner?
No.
Has he seen the children?
No.
Has he seen you?
No.
I want you to tell me what make and model car this was.
It was a 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited.
How much did you pay for it?
$4,500.
Try to stand up, Mr. Younger, on your own 2 feet. Perfect. Anything else you want to tell me, Mr. Younger?
Yes.
I'm all ears.
I think I shouldn't be able to pay for this car. I think I shouldn't be the loser of this case right here.
You want to tell me why?
Because for one, I do a lot of dad's work in the house. So when I was there at the time.
You did a lot of what?
Dad work.
Dad work.
Yeah, dad work.
What else?
I believe that's my car too. I'm paying bills just like she paying bills. I believe that's my car too.
Anything else?
No, man.
Anything else? I've listened to you. You did a lot of dad work around the house, and since you both pay bills, then you think that that car is your car too.
Not necessarily as in my car, but if I pay labor and put gas in it and fix stuff that's wrong with it. Yeah.
Well, let me put it this way, Mr. Younger, because I know that my hordes of fans out there will want some sort of an explanation why I'm ruling against you. So I'm going to tell you. So that will satisfy my hordes of fans out there who are saying, you know, you really should have sided with Mr. Younger because he's got a point. He put gas in the car, it's his. You took the car. Let us assume for a moment you had permission to drive the car. She says no. What she didn't do was give permission to this girlfriend of yours to drive the car. You did. And if this on the way to McDonald's girlfriend of yours who drove the car totaled it, she doesn't have to sue her. You go and sue her, because I'm awarding her $4,500. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you.
You may step out.
I'm happy with her decision.
Terrible.
She's saying that he did not have the right to take my car, and I'm so happy she sided with me because he was wrong.
I feel very, 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 very sad right now.
He didn't have anything to say. Smelled like a liquor store.
Yeah, I'm saying we all drink a little bit.
To never, ever let any of my boyfriends drive any cars.
It's a learning lesson. It's a learning lesson. You learn from your mistakes, and it won't happen again.
And now, the next case. All parties in the matter of Roberts versus Jackson step forward.
25-year-old Chelsea Roberts is suing her former roommate, 23-year-old Sylvia Jackson, for rent, a loan, and for damaging her car when she ran it into a curb.
Where did you two ladies meet?
We met at a job interview. She was interviewing for a position at a company that I manage.
Was she hired?
She was.
And you became sort of friends?
Yes, that's right.
At some point, the two of you moved in together, and it is your claim that Miss Jackson owes you for money for a variety of things, including rent, damage to the car, and money that she owes you for personal expenses. And all of this was, I assume, when she had a job.
Yes, Your Honor.
On what date did Miss Jackson move into your apartment?
She moved in. Initially, she was staying with me the first week of September 2012.
Okay. And what kind of an apartment do you have?
At the time, I had a studio apartment.
When did the studio apartment change?
November 2012.
And where did you move to in November of 2012?
We moved to a 4-bedroom townhome.
Who was on the lease?
Miss Jackson, myself, and Miss Converse.
Who had the fourth bedroom?
It was vacant.
By choice?
By choice.
Why?
We could afford the 3 rooms being filled, and we thought it would be fine to have a 4th open.
Were you on the lease?
Yes, ma'am.
And you agreed to share the rent?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So you moved in November of 2012, and you stayed there for how long?
Until March of 2013.
How long was the lease?
A year lease.
And you moved out prior to the expiration of the lease?
Yes.
Why?
Because we started arguing.
Okay, so there were arguments.
Yeah, arguments.
And when you moved out in March of 2013, had you paid your rent, and were you current in your rent?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Did you pay November rent, 2012?
She paid the first month's rent and deposit.
So you did not pay the first month's rent?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did you ever pay the first month's rent?
No, ma'am. But
So you owe the first month's rent, and what was your share of rent?
$650. So you have to pay the deposit and the.
$650, which you did not pay.
No, ma'am.
Did you pay December's rent?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Do you have proof that you paid December's rent?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Because we would just give money to Chelsea, and she would put it on her check, like write a check for one.
So you would give her cash? Is that what you're telling
Yes,
me?
ma'am. I would transfer it to her Wells Fargo account.
If you would like, I do have bank statements of all the transfers that she's made to me in the last 18 months.
Well, 16 months I'm not actually interested in, because you moved in together in November of 2012, and she moved out in March of 2013. So I'm really only concerned about those 4 months, and then I'll figure out what was the reason that she moved out and whether or not she had the right to move out for any particular reason. All I want you to show me is what she transferred into your account for December, January, and February. Okay? Great.
Would you like that right now?
What? Now is when I'm doing it, Miss Roberts.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
As we pull into the parking spot at our apartment, she accidentally mistook the gas for the brake, and she went full blast into the curb.